As we exhale, we tip the tail, we roll up through the spine. Make sure the back of the legs are working, glutes are switched on, rib cage is connected, deep breath in at the top. And as we exhale, we slowly roll back down. Going back into neutral, last 3, and we exhale, we peel the spine up. Watch that those knees aren't falling apart, keep them nice and parallel to each other. Check your hips at the top, they're equally aligned. And we slowly roll down through the spine. Rolling up, finding that top position, taking a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we slowly roll back down. Now on the last one, we're going to stay at the top, guys. You're going to roll up for me. Now make sure the tuck is present, that little lower abdominal connection is there. We're going to do shoulder bridge prep from here, but we'll start with a simpler variation. I want you to keep the hips nice and square and shift the weight into your right leg and just lift the left heel off the floor as if you want to lift the leg off, but the toes stay down. And then you slowly even the weight back off. And then you go onto the left side, shift the weight into your left leg. Lift the right heel off, make sure that there's no weight in that foot. And then you slowly lower back down, even off. Carry on in your own time. We think about shifting the weight to one side. That opposite hip does not drop down. Keep working through that supporting glute. And we come back to center. And we go the other way. Trying to not move or shift in the hips at all. You're trying to keep the position the same. Now, if you want to take it a step further, we're going to keep the weight into your left leg, and as we exhale, we'll tabletop the right leg. Now, pause there for a second. Check those hips. They have not dropped down. They have not gone uneven. You inhale, tap the leg down. Exhale, lift it up. And inhale, and exhale. Last 3. And down, and up. Left side is connecting. Down, and up. Last 1. Down, and up. Hold that leg there for 5 seconds. And 5, 4. Lift a little higher in that left side. And 1. We lower the leg back down. Now, even the weight off. Recheck that little tuck in the tail. We shift the weight into the right side. We lift the left leg into tabletop. That's it. Keep the hips square. And we tap on the inhale, lift on the exhale. Remember, if this one is not for you, do the one that we were doing before. We're just shifting the weight. 3 more. Exhale. And 2. And 1. Holding that leg there for 5, 4. Lift a little higher in that right side. And 1. And we lower back down. Evening the weight off. And we slowly roll back down through the spine. Let's just do one more set of whichever variation you chose today. We exhale, tuck the tail, we roll up. Rib cage connected, tailbone is tipping. Let's start with the weight in the left leg again. We exhale, lift the right leg into tabletop. Have a little moment there, watch your hips. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. And tap, and lift. 3 more. And tap, and lift. Last 2, and tap, and lift. Last 1, and tap, and hold. Lift a little bit more into that left glute, find that work. And 1, we lower back down. Even the weight off. Tuck the tail if you've lost it. Let's shift into the right leg, left leg, tabletops. And we go. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. And 4. And 3. Last 2. And last 1. Holding it there. Lift a little higher into your right glute. And holding it there. Deep breaths. And slowly lower the leg back down. Evening the weight. Rolling down through the spine. We slowly shuffle the feet together on the mat. Your feet are touching, knees are touching. You can take your arms out into a T position if you like. Lifting onto your tippy toes from there. We're just going to do a little of that spine twist stretch in a nice passive way. And then using the abdominals to come back to center. Just check the alignment of your arms. Look left, hand in line with shoulder. Look right, hand in line with shoulder. And you keep the shoulder blades anchored for me. Now, if you know or you're used to the studio variation, you can lift each leg into tabletop. Remember, the lower abdominals are connected, knees squeeze together. And we inhale, we tip over to one side. Remember, the knees don't slide past each other. And we come back to center. If the feet down variation feels better, you can do that one. Just catering for all levels. Inhaling over and exhaling to center. One more each way. Finishing off to the other side. And you come back to center. We lower one leg down, we lower the other leg down. Let's warm up the abdominals a little bit. Interlace the fingers, place them behind the head. Elbows lifted into your peripheral view, shoulders pulling down away from your ears. Take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we peel the head and the chest off the floor. At that top position, pause for the breath in. And exhale, lower back down. Remember, you're not pulling on the neck to lift yourself up. Your abdominals are connecting to lift you up. The head is supposed to stay heavy in the hands. I can feel a quiver. I hope you can hear me quivering. And we slowly lower back down. Remember, it's just to warm the abs up. We'll be doing a lot more ab work from here. Let's try 3 more. Feel the lower abdominals pulling in when you curl up. Last 2. Holding it there for that breath in really works on that endurance. And on your last one, we stay at the top. Breath in there. And we exhale, we rotate to one side. And we inhale back to center. And we go the other way. So you're not lowering down in between. And we come back to center. And exhale. And center. And exhale. And inhale, center. 2 more. And exhale, twist. And inhale, center. And exhale, twist. And inhale, center. 1 more each way. And center. Finish off to the left. And coming back to center. And lowering back down from there. Now, from here, guys, if you have got a TheraBand, you can use the TheraBand. You don't need a TheraBand. I've also got a little belt here as well, if the belt would be a good option. I mean, if you don't have one, you can use your hands. So what we're going to do is 1 foot into the band. If you do not have a band, you can always just hold the back of your leg for a nice little stretch. You want the elbows to come down to the floor, let those shoulders relax, and you want to think about the foot flexing, your toes coming towards your nose as much as possible. And you're just holding that stretch for a little bit. Kind of check in with your body. Hips are nice and square. Bottom leg is nice and long, in line with that left hip. We're going to do a few of our leg circles from here. So you're going to bring the leg in through the center of the body. Take the leg down, out, around, and up. And remember, you can do this without the band. You can soften your knee if you like, and you can do your leg circles here if you don't have a band. A band just kind of gives you a little bit more stretch, and it just allows you to move that little bit further. Each circle is a breath. So we exhale for a circle, and we inhale for a circle. Try 2 more that side. Last one. And you can switch the direction when you are ready. Go to the outside, down, around, and up. And then switching, keeping that same direction from there. Sorry, I forgot to switch on the Instagram Live. So you guys carry on with your leg circles. Each circle is a breath. Last two. And last one. Now you're gonna hold that leg up to the ceiling for me, please. We're doing one last little stretch. Bring that leg through the center over to your left shoulder. You should be finding a really good stretch. Either down the side of the leg, down the calf, down the glute, wherever you feel tight today. Just think about keeping that hip nice and anchored. Taking a few deep breaths. Sorry about that interruption, guys. And then you can bring it back to center. Now you're going to place the left leg into the band next to the right leg, and then take the right leg out. So now you've got your stretch. You can see that my band is a little bit over my toes as well, and it really helps me flex my foot. Pull my toes towards my nose, and it just gives you a really good stretch. We're going to start with the inside circle first. You go in through the center, you circle down, out, around, and up. Remember, this can be done without a band, with a soft knee if you'd like. Don't need a band. If you want to do it without one, you are more than welcome to. Sorry, I'm just demonstrating with the band, thinking about a breath with each circle. It's exhale to circle and inhale to circle. Last one this way. We pause at the top, we go the other way. And you go through the center and up. Keeping those hips nice and still. Use those lower abdominals to prevent the hips from rocking. They're definitely connected. Last two. And last one. Holding at the top for that stretch. We cross the leg through the center and we just find that nice stretch down the side of the leg, into the glute, into the calf, wherever you are tight today. Keep flexing that foot. Really appreciate that stretch. Taking a few deep breaths. And we bring it back to center. We can bend that knee, take the band off, and we're going to bend the knees again. So now we're going to do a variation from here. We're going to do single leg stretch, crisscross double leg stretch. We're going to break it down into pieces. So you're going to do your level and stick to your level, but I will build it up. We're going to interlace the hands behind the head. We exhale, curl the head, the chest up, hold that curl. Now we're going to lift right leg into tabletop, lift left leg into tabletop. Now think about those lower abdominals connecting in. Holding it here should be a little bit of work. And then we're going to do toe taps from here. Keep the shape of the leg to tap the right toe towards the floor and lift it up. And then left leg. And inhale up. Exhale, tap, and inhale up. And alternate, and inhale up. Single leg stretch broken down. If you want to go that little bit further, you can do both hands right knee, left leg reaches away. Inhale, switch, exhale, reach. Inhale, switch, exhale, reach. Curl that little bit higher. That's it. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. Hug the knees into the chest for a quick moment. Rock from side to side if you need to. Feet come back down. Interlace the hands behind the head. Crisscross variation. From here, we exhale, we curl the head, the chest up. Right leg tabletop, left leg tabletop. Now, you tap the right toes away as you rotate the chest towards the left leg in tabletop. As you come back to center, the right leg lifts back. And we switch. You rotate towards the right leg as the left toe taps. And switch. So you're rotating towards the leg in tabletop. The other leg taps away. Bit of coordination. If you want to do the full variation, you reach as you twist. You reach. Stay up and high. Elbows wide. Don't let the elbow pull past your face. Your chest lifts towards your knee, not your elbow. And 5, 4. Watch your twists. 3, and 2. Last one. Hug the knees into your chest for a quick moment, rocking from side to side. Place the feet down. Double leg stretch. We'll build this one up as well. We curl head and chest up, hands towards the knees. Remember, you can do one hand behind the head if you'd like. If the neck doesn't like it, we inhale, we reach backwards. We exhale, we circle. Hold your height, and we circle. And we reach, and we circle. Inhale, reach, exhale, circle. Curl a little higher. Inhale, reach, exhale, circle. Inhale, reach, exhale, circle. If you want to do full variation, you can lift each leg into tabletop and reach the legs as you reach the arms. Circle the arms as you bend the knees. And reach. And reach. Keep curl up higher. Reach. Hope your abs are burning. Mine are burning. And 5. And 4. Keep curling. And 3. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Reach and circle. And lower back down from there. You reach one leg away. Pull yourself up into your seated position. Now, guys, if you know that you have trouble with your roll-ups, you can always use, I just took a big towel and folded it up. You can always use that behind the back if you'd like. We're going to go into the one where we roll down through the spine. If you know you need a little bit of assistance with that, you are more than welcome to use your towel. You can use your pillow behind the lower back as well. Whichever you prefer, whichever one works for you. You can reach the arms forward. You're pulling tummy in, rounding the spine. And as we exhale, we slowly and peel the spine onto the floor behind you. As the head goes down, the arms reach back. We inhale, arms lifting chin to chest, and exhaling to curl up. That's the part where you'll need to work the hardest. And we roll through the spine. Feel that lower back anchoring first, before the mid back, before the upper back, and lowering back down. And inhale, lifting up and rolling ourselves back up. Carry on from there. Inhale at the top, exhaling, rolling down through the spine. And inhale, lifting chin to chest. And exhale, roll back up. Now, if we have a foam roller, guys, whoever has a foam roller, we're going to set up next for our hip work. If you do not have a foam roller, I've got alternatives for you. So if you don't have a foam roller, you are going to carry on with your roll-ups just while I set up the people with foam rollers. So we're going to do our hip work over the foam roller today. So the way we set it up is we've got the knees bent. You pelvic curl up, lifting the foam roller in underneath your hips. And then we're going to lift each leg up to the ceiling from there. In this position, you've got your neutral position present. So you're not rounding through the back, you're not arching through the back, you're nice and neutral. Legs are turned out, and we're going to start with the openings first. And exhale up to the ceiling. And inhale, open, and exhale, close. Now, if you are still busy with your roll up, guys, who do not have foam rollers, I've got a nice little stretch for you while everyone uses their foam roller if they have one. You can use your towel for a little bit of padding if you need. You're going to step the knees on there, and you're going to take the right foot forward. And then you're going to lean forward into a nice hip stretch. Now, people on the foam roller, after your openings, you're going to do your scissors for me. 2 pulses and 2 pulses, if you know what the scissors are. Everyone else can always do this stretch. I know not everyone has foam rollers. You want to look for that stretch through the front of that left thigh. If you lift the tummy in and up, you can also find a little bit in the front of that hip as well. That's it. So people on the foam rollers are busy with scissors, I'm hoping. And then, once you're ready with the stretch, you're just going to lean backwards to add a hamstring stretch. So the back leg stays where it is. The front leg straightens out as your bum pushes backwards. And hold it there for a few deep breaths. Everyone with scissors, go into bicycles. Think about that first direction first. Everyone else doing this stretch can switch sides. Bring the right knee down, step the left leg forward. I'm just going to check in on everyone with the bicycles. We scissor the legs, we bend, we sweep, and we go through. We bend, we sweep. Scissor each time, each between each repetition. That's it. Everyone else who's doing the stretches without the foam roller, remember, if you hold the stretch a little bit longer, always good. And then you can hug one knee to the chest. People on the foam roller, allow yourself to stretch from there. The other guys, you can always do one more each side if you'd like. I'm sure that we will catch everyone towards the end of the sequence. We'll all finish together. Pull the other leg in and switch. Now from here, guys, if you have a foam roller, this can be done without a foam roller as well. I want to try a few of our rollovers today. If you have no idea what a rollover is, or if you feel unsafe doing a rollover without having the instructor physically present to help you, I've got an alternative. So whether you are on your roller, whether you are doing your kneeling stretch, you can stay where you are. If you want to join in the rollover, let's quickly set up for that one. So you've got both legs straight. I might just have to shuffle down a little bit, sorry. Just want to see myself in both the cameras. So you've got the legs on a slight angle. We inhale to lift the legs. Use your hands on the roller. We exhale to roll up and over. Now remember, the weight is on your shoulders. You flex the feet. You separate them to shoulder width. And you slowly roll them down. Legs meet together at that end range. One more time over here, then you can carry on your own time. We exhale, rolling up and over. We flex. We separate, and we slowly roll back down. Carry on with your rollovers if you're doing your rollovers. Otherwise, we're going to come and roll like a ball. Now, remember, Annette, with your variation, you do a little bit of a rocking rather than a rolling, so you can always start on your back and try that variation. Otherwise, if you know you can do your rolling like a ball, I'm speaking to all of my mat clients, we can try a few rolling like a balls. And inhale and exhale. Nice and tight like a ball. Knees are bent in towards the chest. Your eye line is looking towards your inner thighs. And you're trying to maintain as much of the shape as you can. The integrity of your ball shape stays there. Whoever's doing rollovers, try 2 more. That's it. Last 2. And last one. That's it. You can place your feet on the floor. If you've got your roller in place, you can place the feet down, lift the bum up, and push the roller away from there. Now I'm hoping everyone is with me on the same page over here. Let's just do a little bit of a glute stretch from here. Right foot over left thigh. And if you need to increase the stretch, you pull that left thigh in towards your left shoulder. That's it. You're using that right elbow to push the knee out. You're looking for the stretch on the right thigh. That's it. Taking a few deep breaths from there. And then when you're ready, you can slowly switch sides. Now you're putting the left foot on the right thigh, and you're pulling the right thigh into your right shoulder by interlacing your fingers behind that leg, using your left elbow to push that left knee out. So you're looking for the stretch over that left side, whether it's in the glute, whether it's in the hip, whichever one feels good. Taking nice deep breaths from there. And then you can gently place the foot down and come back into that position. We're gonna pull one knee in, lift ourselves up from there. Let's go into our 4-point kneeling position. Let's do a nice strong planking sequence. So you can use your chair for this one. Just have it in place if you need it. Now I'm going to do, some of them can be an elbow variation, some of them can be chair, elbows on the chair variation. Just kind of go with me on this one. So we're gonna start in the 4-point kneeling. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a plank hold. So this one is either done in our wrist position, or you can come into your elbow position from there underneath the shoulders. We reach one leg away, curl the toes under, and reach the other leg away, curl the toes under. So that's what you look like in an elbow plank. You want one long line through the body, small tuck in the tail. Really lifting out of those shoulders. You're not letting the shoulders collapse, you're lifting and you hold it there. I'm just sitting up in my full plank. That's it. Keep the chest lifted. Think about your alignment. Back of the neck is long. Tummy is drawing in. And taking nice deep breaths. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the bum up to the ceiling. You can do that on the elbows as well. The bum just won't go as high. And then we're coming into our second plank hold. Remember, whether you're on your wrists, whether you're on your elbows, both should be equally challenging. And you hold it there. Shoulders back and down, chest lifted. Think about the back of the neck, lengthening up towards the ceiling. Small tuck of the chin to the chest. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more lift from there. We're doing one more hold. I want us to work really hard. And then we come back into the plank, whether you're on your hands, whether you're on your elbows. You are working through that range. And we hold. Take a break if you need to, but see if you can push through. And hold. Lift the chest. Shoulders connected. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend one knee, bend the other knee, and grab a quick little child's pose. Now, if this one you are using your elbow variation, I want us to be on the chair with our elbows. So you are either set up in all fours again, we're going to do front support, or you've got elbows on the chair. So we're going to reach one leg out, curl the toes under, reach the other leg out, curl the toe under. You're in your plank. That's it. From here, we exhale. We sweep the right knee forward, we inhale back without the hips dropping, and switch, and back, and right, and back, and left, and back. Keep the tummy strong, keep the shoulders strong. Whether you're on the chair on your elbows or on the floor on your wrists. And 5. And 4. Last 3. Last 2. One more each way. And 1. Finish with your left. And bend one, bend the other, and grab your child's pose. Only halfway through the planking sequences. I hope you're doing fine. Working up a sweat, but doing fine. Now, either in 4-point kneeling or on your elbows. So this one can work on the elbows as well. We're going to do our leg pull front. That's the straight leg lifting behind us. So we're going to reach right leg back. Think about the hips, think about the tummy, think about the shoulders. We reach left leg back. We find the plank. We point the toes of the right leg, touch the floor, and exhale, lift, and inhale, tap. Same leg, and lift, and tap, and tap. 5 more, and 5, and tap, and 4, and tap. Last 3, and 3, and tap. Last 2. One more. Curl the toes under. You're still there on the elbows, on the hands, whichever one you're choosing. Left leg points. And lift. And tap. I'm shaking. And tap. And lift. And tap. 5 more. And tap. And 4. And tap. Last 3. And tap. Last 2. Last 1. And curl the toes under. Hold your plank almost there. And bend knee, and bend the knee, and come back in. We're going to go into our push-ups from here. Now remember, we've got all of the variations available to you. So you're either busy with the full one, which is the bending and the straightening of the elbows. Either got your knees down, if you know that that's a variation that works for you, or you can do it on the chair, which is also just a little easier. So you choose your variation, either knees bent, either on the chair or in your full plank position. We're going to try 2 sets of 4 push-ups. If you can do a little bit more, you're more than welcome to. I'm talking to you, Dave. You're very good with your push-ups. We've been practicing them. So we sit up in all fours. We reach one leg back. We reach the other leg back. Now, from here, if you choose your knee variation, remember you're still in a plank. Your bum has not gone backwards at all. You're still straight from the knees to the shoulders. And then we're going to go. Bending as deep as you can, elbows narrow, and exhale, push. And 2, and push. Just go to where you can. 3, and push. Neck alignment, no chicken necks. And push. 1 more. And push. Lower one knee down, lower the other knee down. Grab a quick little child's pose. Got 1 more set left of those 4 push-ups. Let's see if we can do them. I'll try the full ones today, even though I cheated on the first set. So, you set yourself up. You've got right knee, leg back, left leg back. When you're ready, 4 push-ups, 4 good ones, good repetitions. And we bend. And we straighten. And 3. and 2. Last one. And lift, bend right, bend left. Whew. And child's pose. Beautiful. Now, we haven't done our hundreds prep yet, and we haven't done our hundreds yet. So let's get into them. I'm just seeing that the sun is in the way. Oh, probably going to be in the way over here. No, it's not. Okay, so we lay down onto the backs. You've got both arms reaching backwards. Remember, you've got the feet down variation, you've got the legs in tabletop variation, whichever one you prefer. We exhale, we lift the head, the chest, the arms reach parallel to the floor. And we inhale, we lower back down. So remember, you can do feet down as well, just if your back is not liking that tabletop position. And it's the same with the hundreds, guys. You've got the feet down variation, you've got the tabletop variation, or you've got the straight variation. Yes, we're going to do 3 more. Curling up as high as you can. Last 2. And on your last one, you can choose your position. As you lift, you straighten. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. And you hug the knees into the chest. You lower back down from there. Very nice, guys. I hope that was a good one. Now we're going to hug one knee to the chest. Lift ourselves up from there. Now, if you want to use your towel or your pillow to rest your forehead on, we're going to do a little bit of our back extension from here. So we're going to come and lay down onto our backs. And you've got your arms long by the side of the body. And I want you to think about your forehead resting on the towel. The arms are lifted, and you want to feel the collarbones opening across the chest so that you're kind of pulling the shoulder blades back and down. We're going to start on the inhale. Tummy lifts in and up. And as we inhale, we lift the head, the chest hovers off the floor. You want to reach the fingertips towards the toes. Think about the back of the arms working to hold the arms up. And we exhale, we lower back down. We inhale, we lift. We reach the arms. Remember, only come as high as you can. It's all about the lower back support. And I'm just keeping my head turned so that I don't muffle the sound into the floor, that you can hear me properly. And exhale back down. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. And exhale, lower back down. Just give me 2 more. Last one. Now remember, we're going to go onto a little bit of a bigger sequence. So let's grab a quick child's pose from there. Remember that if the next variation up does not work for you, you can come back to this variation. No problem. We're going to do slow swimming, and then we're going to do the normal swimming, coordination. So we're going to come and lay back down. You want the arms up overhead. They're just a little wider than shoulder width apart. Find a position that works for you so that you can pull the shoulders back and down. Right? Legs are long behind you. Tummy pulls in. And then we're going to lift the right arm and the left leg off the floor. You can lift the head and the chest as well if you'd like, but just think about the height that you're coming at. You're not wobbling through the hips at all, and you lower back down. And we do left arm, right leg. And we lower back down. So you do opposite arm, opposite leg. And you lower back down. And opposite arm, opposite leg. Now do a few more. Get that coordination feeling that you're lifting the right leg with the right arm. And if you want to, today we're going to do our normal swimming, which is like 100s reverse. So you use the 100s breathing and you just work at a pace that works for you. So if you want to carry on with that one, you can. I'm going to go into my full one from here. You float the legs up just as a little bit off the floor. The head, the chest, and the arms float up. We take a breath in and we exhale, we go. 100s breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Coordination. Check in with yourself. Last 3. Last 1. And you lower back down. Grab a quick child's pose from there. I hope everyone is working up a sweat. Got a few more sequences to get through before we're done. What's the time? Yes, we're making good time. Now, guys, from here, I think let's do the hard work first in our side planking, and then let's finish with a nice book opening before we do one last challenging exercise. So, we're going to come onto the elbow from here. Now, remember, your simpler variation is bending the bottom leg behind you so that the knees are still aligned, but this time you've got your knee to push into. So that's the easiest variation here. Otherwise, you've got both legs straight. Have a look at yourself. Heels, bottom, shoulder in line. Shoulder underneath your elbow. So we're going to do a few variations from here. So lift out of that bottom armpit for me there. And as we exhale, you lift the hips off the floor. And we inhale, we lower back down. Remember, if you've got the knee bent, same thing. You're just pushing into your bottom knee more rather than having the longer lever. Shoulder connection is important. We exhale, we lift. We inhale, we lower. Keep going. Really find that lift out of the armpit. I want to think, let that armpit connect, lift yourself off the floor. And you lower back down. Last 2. And we lift. And we lower. Last one, we're holding it up there. Holding it up there. Reach the top arm. If you can, go underneath the armpit. And back up. And underneath. And back up. If this one isn't for you, just hold the plank. Last 2. And reach. And up. Last one. Reach and up. Hold that plank. And we lower back down. We kick the legs forward. We swing the legs off to the other side. If you want to turn around, you can. I just want to keep facing the camera. Same setup over here. So we're going to do 6 planks and we're going to do 6 twist throughs. I think that's how many we did before. So either the bottom knee is bent if you want that variation, or the top bottom leg is straight. We lift out of that armpit, shoulder underneath your elbow underneath your shoulder, and we exhale, we lift. Now really lift out of that armpit. Think about trying to lift the top shoulder to the ceiling, and we lower back down, and we exhale. If you need to look down because the neck is taking a bit of tension, be my guest. 4 more. And lower. Last 3. Last 2, really finding that work. And on your last one, we stay up there. Top arm reaches. We're going to reach underneath with that top arm. And we lift back out. And we reach. Find the twist in the trunk. And we lift. That's number 2. And reach. And lift. Last 3. And reach. And lift. Last 2. Reach. And lift. Last one. Reach. And whoop, lift. And we lower back down. Stay on that side. Find your pillow from there, whether it's a little couch pillow, whether it's a pillow from your bed, whichever you prefer. I'm sweating, so I'm going to put my towel on my pillow. It's a pillow I sleep with. So I'm going to lay down onto my side. Both arms reaching forward, both knees are folded forward. Remember, ladies, in my mat class, if you know that you like your pretzel variation more, you can use that variation. Otherwise, if you want to keep the knees bent forward, you can do that as well. Both arms reaching forward in front of your shoulders. Just going to bring this camera down just a teeny bit. There we go. And then we're going to open out from there. Follow that hand with your eye line. And remember, guys, you're only going to where you can. Allow that lower back to stretch, the side of the body to stretch. And you bring it back from there. If it does feel a bit vicious on your chest and your shoulder, in the front of your shoulder, and you don't like it, you can always do the same variation with the hand behind the head. And that way you're focusing more on the twist through the trunk and less on the twist through the, or the stretch through the shoulder. But if you like it, use it. Just giving yourself that reward of all the hard work we just did. And we bring it back. Last 2 on this side. And we bring it back. And last one. And we bring it back from there. Now all we need to do, guys, is switch sides. So you can turn around if you'd like. You could turn your head down the other way if you'd like. Remember, same setup as before. If you've done your pretzel leg before, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just bend both knees forward. And then we open out from there. We reach the arm backwards. Remember that variation with the hand behind the head. I like this one as well. Just kind of focuses in the trunk a little bit more. So whichever variation you choose today, don't forget to look towards that hand that you're reaching. Last 2 on this side. We won't do too many. And last one. And you can bring it back from there. Nice. Let's get rid of our pillow. You can just pop it out of your way. Now we're going to go into a little bit of our teaser variations from here. So I will start simple and I will build it up from there. So you do what you can. And if you want to kind of play around and see how far you can push yourself, let's go for it. So with the teaser variation, we're in our flat back, right? I'm going to tip this back up for you so that you can see everything in the upright position. And now you want to kind of lean the body backwards, kind of like the rolling position, but just more bigger. And then you want to be able to float the toes off the floor. So you're essentially floating or balancing on the back of your sit bones. We're going to lift each leg into tabletop, flat back, And see if you can hold that position, arms reaching. Take nice deep breaths. Tummy drawing in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You place the hands back, you lower back down. I'm going to take it a step further. So this is our really nice, manageable exercise. So if this next step doesn't work for you, stick to just the holding position. We're going to find our tipping point. We lift one leg into tabletop. We lift the other leg into tabletop. And we reach. Now you're holding it there. Your trunk is not moving at all. Your shins are nice and parallel to the floor. If you want to add a bit of challenge, you inhale, you tip the toes down, lift the arms up, and exhale, bring it back to start position without moving the trunk. And inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Let's try one more. And inhale, and exhale. Holding the legs and lowering back down. Let's take it one step further. So we're going to hold this position again. Nice flat back. You lift one leg up. You lift the other leg up. You've got your tabletop hold. You reach the arms. You hold it there. And you hold. Arms are straight, nice parallel. And we go. Inhale, lift and tap. Exhale, bring it back. And inhale. And exhale. Last 3. Inhale. And exhale. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale. Last 1. If you want to push a little further, try straight legs. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale. Last 1. Inhale. And exhale. Hold. 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 And bend the legs. And lower back down from there. Bring the feet together. Just give yourself a little bit of a hip stretch. If you did go all the way to the end, even doing the holding position is just as brutal on your thighs. Relaxing those shoulders. And remember, you can also deepen the stretch by leaning into a little inner thigh hip stretch. So I just want to finish with a little bit of a stretch sequence, guys. So if you want, you can stand. I'm actually going to stay in this kneeling position just so that you can still see my face. If I have to stand, it'll cut me off by the neck. Well, just the camera feed. I'm not going to die. Okay, so if you've got a TheraBand, you can do this with the TheraBand. If you do not have a TheraBand, do not worry about it. So what we're going to start with, you can stand if you want to. Like I said, I'm just going to stay seated just so that you can see the movement that I'm showing you. Now, if you've got the TheraBand, we're just going to hold the TheraBand just outside shoulder width apart. You're going to lift the arms up overhead, shoulders drawing down, and then we're just going to do a little side bend. Remember, if you do not have a TheraBand, we're going to interlace the hands overhead and do the same thing. More than welcome to do it with a TheraBand, more than welcome to do it without a TheraBand. So you inhale to go over, shoulder blades broad across the shoulders, across the back I mean, and back to center. And then going over the other way and back to center. Just giving yourself a lovely little side bend. Now, if the shoulders are flexible enough, and if you have a TheraBand, we're going to take the hands a little wider on the band. We're going to keep the arms long, wrists firm, lift the arms back and behind you. If you do not have a TheraBand, guys, you are more than welcome to just interlace the hands behind the back and just kind of open the chest out from there if you'd like. You can just reach it backwards from there. Whichever one works for you. Just letting you see this side on view. And remember, the closer you grip on the band, the more intense the stretch becomes. And if this doesn't feel good on the shoulders, guys, if it feels too extreme, just do the one with the hands interlaced behind the back. That will give you a lovely little stretch without compromising if you've got any shoulder injuries, any shoulder issues. Just give me 2 more. And last one. And you can place your band down to the side if you want. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope that that was a really good session. You can unmute yourself if you'd like.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you, Nicollette. That was cool.
Did you guys enjoy that?
Thank you.
Thanks, Nicollette.
Really good.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
sweating.
I'm sweating. I hope everyone is sweating.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me, Nicollette.
Oh, I'm so glad that you could join. I'm so happy I could see all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks, Nicollette.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nicollette.
Everyone is disappearing. Okay. Hello, Verena.
Yes.
Oh, so nice to see you.
Yes, exactly. So nice. But I can't do all this.
Thank you for joining today. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, but some of them I can't do. I just didn't do.
Yes, all of them are quite tough.
Yeah. I hope you're keeping well.
Yes, I'm keeping really well, thank you.
Be safe. Okay, be safe.
Yes, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Cannot get out. Oh.